these are the cabane support. So these are pretty serious, a bit hard I think with maple. So going with the steel vise. So a bit of fiddling here and there, get it to conform. So here it is in place. I start with my brass bar so I can hit closer to the end, make sure I don't distort this guy. So I want to start with that the beginning here. It's another cool trick from the master to adjust slight angles. There we go. And this so I can flatten this guy because it was kind of round. So now this guy here, a serious clamp on the side, and then bash it until it's flat. All right, now just to show, you gotta think outside the box a bit. So see, I found this in the garbage, so it's really neat to, let's say, flatten this area down. So I can just put it here and whack it and makes it back straight again. This is a piece of leg from an office chair. This is grounded flat, and that permitted me from hammering this surface flat. So a big clamp here, hammering here, and then I also flattened this because it was not, obviously it was a bit round and stuff, so now I grounded it flat. So make sure when I install it, it'll be flat on the wood. This is so much fun. Okay, for positioning these guys, so I've used the caliper. So at the correct distance here, I put the ruler on both sides. Make sure the surface is nice and flat. And then the ruler goes against it. Then I can draw the line. That's going to be the center of the holes. Alright, so I positioned one of the holes, and now using a drill block, sacrificial in the back, I'm just going to drill this guy out. So I checked, make sure that everybody is well centered before I make the second hole. Okay, now I can, once it's all in place, now I'm going to scribe a line, mark a line here for the bend. The 1 millimeter here on short term is not important. Yes, that's it, it's not important. It's going to be important to have it there before I drill this hole on them. Bending, of course, starting at the base with the brass. So there it is in place. And with its accompanying holder for the cabane strut, or in proper French, cabane. Alright, now I have my 1.5 millimeter here. Everything's in the holes. It's tight. I chamfered this guy a bit. Make sure the radius was not in the way. Even hammered here a bit. Make sure I was really at the end. Now this tells me where my hole will be. Alright, jig in place. Doing it. Alright, first part done. All of them. Alright, so I have a cheap sandblasting machine for small pieces once in a while. So I sandblasted where these two will contact, and then metal prep, and then I'll get those welded before the big assembly. Alright, a bit of metal prepping. So I have another video that shows how I do this.